This app right here literally saved my anxiety. This is how you make the best of a dire situation. Welcome back, tech heads.
Here are 10 useful apps you never heard of.
And there's one that's actually pretty stupid.
This is Split Cloud, a pretty cool concept in which you can select 2 different songs from your library and split each into your left ear and your right ear. Now, if you're a DJ at heart, this is a pretty cool way to experiment with some fun mashups. Or if you're on the road trip with your sibling and for some reason only have one phone, you can both listen to separate songs to pass the time by. And out of a scale of T to Tech-tastic, we give this one a solid Tet.
All right, Kev, it's all ready. Here's yours.
I don't have any ears.
Right, sorry.
Up next, we have SoundPlug.
One of my biggest frustrations is placing my phone on my wireless charger at night, but not knowing if it's actually charging. Then I wake up and it's dead.
But with SoundPlug, you can set up a connection sound and a disconnection sound.
Yeah, and you can also go further than just picking a simple sound. Any tones you have installed in your app, like Zedge, which we also recommend, you can also choose to personalize a little bit further. Hey Kev, check it out. Woo, Kevin, I'm charging! It's my voice.
Anyways,
So on a scale of T to Tech-tastic,
we give this one a Tech-ta. Probably one of the most confusing things with any Android phone is, how do I take a screenshot?
what button do I press?
Screenshot Assistant can help simplify things. With this app, it's as simple as remapping the function to your home button. Then, all you need to do is hold down the home button and boom, screenshot.
So the only thing to remember when doing this is that you have now overwritten the long press for Google Assistant, so
we give this one a Tech-taz. If you were around in the late 2000s, you may remember this revolutionary thing called a iPod. RetroPod is a nostalgic free app that gives you a minimal, realistic representation of an old school iPod.
So simply navigate the scroll wheel to choose your favorite songs within your device. And now we can relive the good old days.
You old man.
Rude!
We give this one a Tech-taz.
Alright. So let's get a little more serious for this next one, because it really helped me in a season in my life where I just had a ton of anxiety. In early 2020, I was living in Australia and I ended up in the hospital suddenly with extremely high blood pressure and a high heart rate. I ended up just having a viral infection that affected my heart that caused all of this, but I was constantly freaking out and my heart rate was always sky high. But yes, this is probably because of all the anxiety I had built up. Instant heart rate monitor literally gave me peace so many times. I simply just opened the app, placed my finger over the flash and the camera on the back of the phone, and it measured my heart rate. And it's surprisingly accurate. Now, some people would say that doing this would, add to my anxiety because I'd be constantly checking my heart rate and it would probably freak me out. But for me, it kind of gave me control a little bit back over the situation because I was able to see that I was okay, that I was fine, there was nothing to worry about. It just gave me the reassurance that I needed, so that's why I used it. And because of all this, I give it a solid Tech-tastic. Welcome back, Kev.
So let's say Tom here plugs in his phone to charge, but he's afraid his nephew Billy is going to steal it and play games on it when he was told not to. Full battery and theft alarm allows you to set up an alarm to sound when your phone gets disconnected from the charger. So when little Billy goes to grab his phone and unplugs it, the alarm will go off and can only be turned off by entering the passcode chosen.
I mean, it's a fun app, which is why we chose it, but remember, we have a really pointless, stupid app to show you at the end.
So we'll give this one a Tech-ta.
But this next app is super useful, we promise.
So if you're like us, you enjoy Android and Apple. But what if there was a way to airdrop from Android to Apple? With Snapdrop, it's easy.
Yeah, so download the Snapdrop app from the Play Store, then go to your browser and type in snapdrop.net.
From here, click on the desired device and choose which file you wish to airdrop to.
Yep, I have no complaints.
We give it a Tech-tastic.
If you have a hole punch in your screen, Energy Ring is the app for you.
This app allows you to customize your battery life and fit it around the notch specific to your device. It's a great way to make the most of an annoying design. The most annoying thing, however, is trying to actually size the battery ring to fit your notch. It's pretty finicky, so take your time.
And for that, we give it a Tech-taz.
So this is Tiffany. She isn't great at counting, mostly because she just can't be bothered. She'd much rather be making TikToks instead. With Count Things, all she needs to do is hover her phone camera over the object she wishes to count, and the app will do the work for her. Easy peasy.
Yeah, so this works pretty well.
Blake, the wig.
Oh, Yeah, so we give this one a tech test.
One of the most missed features in an Android is the LED notification light. But what if we could bring it back? Notify Buddy uses the pixels in your display to mimic this beloved feature. You can even choose what colors you want to use for each app.
There is one thing to keep in mind, however.
On the more budget-friendly phones without OLED screens, the entire screen will be lit black. This will likely add to battery drain.
So yeah, I'd say because of that, it's probably better off for your higher-end AMOLED screens than using an LCD screen like this on a lower budget phone.
But we'd still give it a solid tech test.
Okay, time for the pointless app.
Die With Me comes with a deadly catch. This is a chat app for those whose phones are almost dead.
Meaning you can only access this app when your phone's at 5% or less.
But once you hit 5% or less, the app opens up to a community of people who are in the same situation as you.
This is how you make the best of a dire situation.
So we give it a tech taz.
By the way,
We lied. We still have one more app to show you.
actually, it's one that I use for like the worst blind date of my life. So check this video and we'll show you what we mean.